Action. Good morning, good morning. Oh, man. It's a new day. And if you're alive to see this new day, you better count your blessings. Don't forget to say thank you. And that's for real, for real, for real, for real, for real. We are solo this morning. Solo. Man, I miss my boys, man. My boys been out of town on this basketball tournament, man. Ever since Friday, they've been gone. So I'm having to do this on my own, man. So got a little extra rest this morning. We're about to get up and I'm about to go to the gym, but I'm solo, man. But it don't stop. The road to greatness is, hey, good morning. My boys come back today, y'all. I miss them. They did pretty good, though. Both of them out of town at this tournament. So, about to hit the gym solo. Had my grandbaby this past weekend. Good morning. Hello. Scrap Doodles. Scrap Doodles. That's funny. Who is that, Jake? You get out of here, man. Yeah, man. Got a little late start this morning. A little late start. But it's cold out here. I do want to say, I just wanted to chime in, man, check in. Wish y'all a good day, man. Give a few words of encouragement. If you're on this live or you happen to come back and see this later on, it's not as hard as you think, y'all. Sit down and think for a minute what it is you really want to do. Put your 1, 5, 10, 20-year plan together and just go for it. But the first thing you must do is you must keep an attitude of gratitude. That's probably the most important thing, and I'm going to preach that to the day I die. Once I learned how powerful gratitude is, and I always was raised, my mother used to say that a lot as she was getting herself together. My mother's a recovering addict, so I went through a lot of that growing up. But as she was getting clean and sober, one of the things that they emphasized in the rooms, they call them the rooms, the AA and NA rooms, if you know, you know, was a gratitude of attitude. And of course, when you're young, you don't really understand what that truly means. But as you get older and you get a little wiser, get some experience under your belt, you start realizing that your attitude dictates everything. I don't care what it is. The way you deal, the way you handle, the way you respond to situations, the way you look at life, the way you look at, obstacles, whatever it is, your attitude dictates everything. And when you start really understanding or getting a good, strong relationship with God and appreciating the life you have, it's almost a slap in the face. For the first thing you to do is wake up and grab your phone and start scrolling, or wake up and have sex, or whatever it is you do first, outside of thanking God for that moment that you actually woke up, right? When you open your eyes, that is the most powerful thing in the world. That is the first blessing of the day. And a lot of people just skip right over that. They skip right over that, and they wonder why their day don't go right, or things aren't falling in place for them, or whatever. It's because you're out of alignment. And we gotta start consciously working on getting our life in alignment with God. And God meaning the creator, the one who creates you, the one who designs you, defines you. but we just out of touch with that. So we got to get back in alignment. And the first way to do that is to start being grateful, man. No matter what it is, no matter what happened to you, no matter who did it, if you're still alive, if you're still around to talk about it, that's something to be grateful for. And it's really a simple concept, but it's so powerful because it really changes your mood and it starts your day off on the right track. I like to say, start it off right so that it won't go left. Is it okay to assume God is black? Absolutely. I wouldn't, I don't like the word assume, right? What I would say is, whatever picture or description you have of God, be clear on it and go with it. As long as you understand what the God you're describing or believe in, understand the assignment. Because that's really all it's about. You know, God is the creator of all living beings, right? So God is all colors, black, white, whatever, Chinese, whatever. And to be honest with you, I've never met a black person. That's just, you know, social engineering. Those are made up races. It's not really a thing. You know what I mean? We've adopted this idea of black people, but there's no black people for real. You know, if you dig deeper into where so-called black people from, we weren't called black people back in the day. We have a culture. There's a connection to ancestors that goes back, and most would argue that it goes back to Africa. I don't really get into where it all originates from. I go straight to God. All that in between to me is irrelevant because I go straight to the source, and the source is life, right? And when you align yourself with the source and you start understanding your responsibility as a living being, then there's some requirements that you must meet. There's some requirements that you must meet, no matter what the color is. The God creates all living beings, and there's a certain order. You have to take care of life. Like, you could be black, white, purple, blue, whatever, but at the end of the day, it doesn't negate the fact that if you're alive, you have a responsibility to take care of yourself and others. We have to approach life with that level of compassion, recognizing that life begets life, right? In order for life to continue to exist, we have to take care of life. We have to respect it. We have to love it. We have to cherish it. We have to treat it well. We have to feed it. We have to nurture it. Whatever it is, we have to learn how to take care of this thing called life. I don't get into all the other black, blue, which God is this, which God is this. I go straight to the source. It's just easier that way. It's easier. It avoids all the different confusion and all of this back and forth arguing and who is, no. You and me come from the same creator. That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, whatever part of the world, of the universe that you actually were born in, is going to shape your experiences, it's going to shape your mindset, and you're going to become a part of your environment. But the ultimate goal is to reach a level of maturity where you reach manhood. And then once you reach manhood, you evolve into a God. And that's what the Bible says. The Bible says we all are gods, all children of the Most High. So it really does not matter the color. It really doesn't matter the demographic. It's irrelevant. It's a distraction, and it stops people from getting to the source. Yes, you're looking at them. Listen, the existence of God is in every last one of us. That's proof that God is real because we're alive. How did you get here? You didn't make yourself. There's a spirit. Your mother and your father found each other by circumstances, and it was a spirit that allowed that connection to happen, that allowed life to be born. There's no way around it. You can explain it however you want to explain it. The fact that you are here, you got here some kind of way. You could call it God. You could call it the sand. You could call it dirt. You could call it whatever. But But if you understand God is the creator, you know, that's just the term that people have used for the creator. You could call it most high, the highest level of mind, thought, whatever, because you have to think it first. So something thought of these physical beings, and it came into fruition. Something had to think of it. I mean, it's just common sense. Well, I'm not even gonna say that. I don't like to say common sense because that's a form of judgment, right? Common sense is really just what's common to a person's experience, right? If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. If you've never experienced, it's not common to you. So I don't really get into the common sense. So I apologize for that. What I do say is just you just gotta think about it. And if you can look yourself in the mirror and you're alive, then however you got here, come up with a name for it. Call it God, call it whatever. But please acknowledge that there's some source that created you. There's some source that created you. You can call it what you want. And that's just how I go. And so at the end of the day, the responsibility is for each one of us to take care of our life. I mean, it just makes sense. If you don't love yourself, you're going to kill yourself. I mean, if you don't respect yourself, you're going to kill yourself. If you don't love life, it's going to eventually kill you. If you don't respect life, it's going to eventually kill you. Like, it's going to end if you don't treat it a certain way. And that's just how life works. All that stuff, man. When you really get an understanding of how it all works, it doesn't. Those things are used to distract us, man, from the truth. My religion is truth. God is life. So to answer your question, yes, I can prove the existence of God. You're looking at him. I'm alive. I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. This is live in the flesh, talking. And I decided to take this show on the road. This is what we do every day. I usually have my sons with me. We get up in the morning. They're on spring break. Today's the last day of spring break. So they've been out of town at a basketball tournament all weekend. But if you've been following the channel, you know we get up in the morning every morning. Make sure we get a good breakfast. And we go to the gym and work out. Why? Because we have decided we want to be great. We have decided that we want to spend the rest of our life learning how to become what the Creator designed us to become, which is great men and women. And then we set goals, right? My children play baseball. They have dreams to make it to the MLB. Okay, if you have a dream to make it to the MLB, then there's certain things that you must do. Certain things you must do. Everyone thinks their religion is correct. That's why so many wars between religions. Yes. And God is not a religion. I don't get caught up in that. I respect everybody for how they, what they choose and the path that they, have decided to take. But at the end of the day, my religion is truth. And I know for a fact, if you look up the word God, right? You just go with the word. It's so simple. This is what it means to study the word. Study the word means all the words all I can speak right now to you guys is English. And these words that I'm speaking have meanings. Every word that I say has a meaning to it. And if you don't know the meaning of the words that you're speaking, you should not be speaking, because that means you are speaking recklessly. Study the word means to make sure that you understand what it is you're saying, and then make sure you understand what it is you're listening to. So if you don't understand what someone is saying, don't assume, ask the question. What do you mean by that? Because that's where confusion lies. Clarity comes from asking the question and studying the words that you use. And God's words are all words spoken truthfully. That's it. That's what God's words mean. God is truth. So now the word God means supreme being, creator of all living beings. That's the fact. That's what the word itself means. Look it up. G-O-D. And when you start studying the words, now you have an understanding of what words mean. And when you speak, you choose your words wisely. Make sure that you're speaking truthfully. That's it. Love is love. Hate is hate. Life is life. Your mother is your mother. Your father is your father. Whatever. Each one of those words comes with a responsibility. It means something to be a mother. It means something to be a father. It means something to be a son. What do those words mean? And when you start studying the word, then you get to the truth. And the truth is God. That's it. Because that's where it all comes from. Yeah, they're going. 100% going. No doubt in my mind, no doubt in their mind. My youngest son, he needs a little push. He's 15. He has it, but sometimes he needs to be motivated a little bit. My next boy, he's 17. He don't need a push. Matter of fact, he pushes me. If I'm not up, he's knocking on my door. Hey, Dad, what's up? You ready? And I wake up. Most of the time I'm up, but sometimes if I'm lagging, I'm 49 years old, so I might wake up with an ache or two. You know what I mean? My leg might not be feeling as good as it was yesterday, so I might move a little slower. But they make sure they stay on my ass and I stay on their ass. Why? Because we all decided as a family that we want to be great. I asked them years ago, what type of baseball player do you want to be? You want to be an average baseball player? You want to be a good baseball player? You want to be a great baseball player? They said they want to be great. Okay, cool. We put that shit in ChatGPT or Google, and it came up with instructions. This is what it takes to become a great baseball player. Now, all you got to do is follow the instructions. 500 swings per day. Eat healthy. Make sure that you study film. Make sure that you learn the game. Practice. It tells you what to do to become great. And all you have to do is follow the instructions. And I say, okay, you want to be great? I'm going to hold you accountable. Because you don't need my help to be average. You don't need me to do shit to be average. You can just go through life and be average. But if you want to be great, you might need a little bit of push. You might need my help. So I'm going to get your ass up in the morning when you don't feel like it. Hey, get up. Don't forget you said you want to be great. Don't forget you said you want to be great. I didn't make it up. I just gave you choices. I created a multiple choice for my children. Pick one. You got to pick one. We're not just going to sit around here and do nothing. So pick what type of man, pick what type of baseball player you want to become. And it's such an easy concept if you understand that. You can sit right now, anybody on here that's struggling and trying to figure out what they want to do with their life, right now in this moment, you can create you a multiple choice questionnaire and ask yourself, what type of man do you want to be? And then give yourself choices. You want to be a average man? You want to be a mediocre? You want to be a bum? You want to be a great man? Whatever the choices are. But then pick one. And then stick to it. If you want to be a bum, learn how to be a bum. And I guarantee you it's not that hard. Because all you got to do is not do nothing. But if you want to be great, pick great. Circle it. Now you got something to hold yourself accountable. Put it next to your bed. Put it in the bathroom. Remind yourself you said you want to be great. The next thing you do after you decide that you want to be great, go put that shit in Google. Say, hey, listen, I'm 23 years old. I have decided that I want to be great. I want to be a great man. What do you suggest I do? Google gonna say, hey, do this. Now all you got to do is go do it. Start doing it. The very next day, or you can start right in that moment. Take it to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is amazing. ChatGPT can be your best friend. Put it in ChatGPT and say, hey, Chat, my name is Carlos, 17 years old, and I actually just decided I want to be a great man. What does it take to be a great man? ChatGPT gonna come up with an amazing blueprint. Amazing. It's going to tell you exactly what to do. Get your ass up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Go do this, go do this, go do this, go do this, go do this. Now, all you got to do is go do it. And if you don't go do it, that's on you. But you cannot say you do not know how to. That's where discipline comes in. This is where the mathematics of life come in. This is what I teach in my program. This is where you have to all the bullshit. If it's not conducive to you being great,